go to a third and potentially win the side of Anubis. But Nuke is in general going to be a very hard map for Viperio. It's a good map from Nexus. We've seen a lot from them on that map in particular. Man, yesterday their Ancient was one hell of a game to witness. And we're live, of course, with the third round of play. Almost all the matches finished. The only matches from round 1 and round 2 to still be finished are Viperio versus Fluffy Gangster and Nexus versus K27. We're on the 16th of October. We're seeing Exort Series 3. Adron has been great yesterday, giving Nexus so much work. Good out for him. Good fight though from Chaucardu, as it looks like Viperio with an entry towards B. They expect to have a weaker A side to follow, and Screamo will open up the window of opportunity in that regard, looking to tap him down. Cello attempts to find Shine, and eventually he will. Taken away through the wall, through the smoke. The swing from the USB looks to come out, and the round gets found. Nexus put their first on the board, and with that, it's a brilliant pistol again. Fights towards B. Viperio think they can find something on the A side, and Nexus just responding accordingly. Baiting out a lot of time there with particularly Adron on the side. Here we're seeing some highlights from, not the pistol, from the warm-up. They did get themselves the bomb plant, so money is somewhat on their side. Adron with a double kill. MP9 gets his way across. 4 kills from Adron so far, while Raja is finding Zodi to drop the bomb. Shine is a sitting duck. And with that, it's Nexus getting their second round on the board. The force buy from Viperio executed. They tried to force their way onto the ramp, but to no avail. As in the end, two Romanians pick it up swiftly. Controlling the pace. Like I mentioned before, the pieces from Viperio required to come together. And with this season, that is this long of course as well, you can really see some changes coming through, right? Some matches, and also just in general 7 play days in total. So you got yourself a bunch of chances to take it. Adron BTN getting himself first 2 kills. Adron with a 7, going for an 8th as well. Like I said, the youngster is also such a good addition to the side from Nexus. And he shows it time and time again. Start to begin as the opening fights are once more found towards the ramp. This time it's Viperio actually to have some control additionally. Molly looks to be lined up by Zodi as soon as the smoke starts fading, giving a chance for Raja to potentially go out for a swing. VTN will, gets traded. Help arrives though from Screamo. And so, the chessboard, as this map is, and Counter-Strike is in general in this pro scene, is executed well. How do you move your pieces? How do you make sure always a trade is available? Chaucardu tried. Xello is left by himself, with the ace side already taken possession of by Viperio. It does look like there's no way to get this one over the line. Looking to hold on for dear life. Rotation is called. Now steps are made. Maybe Xello can try to deny this. Yesterday had a stellar game One of very few that I've seen in the past few months from Xelo. And that's not to bash him or anything, but it's just been the reality. He hasn't had too much impactful plays. There's always been that Romanian talent. And as soon as he got an online in the previous day, I start having some hope in them again. Going through Zodi, looking for it. Can't find himself the opener. Great flash towards the mid. As Viperio has once more taken ramp. Nexus have limited util to contest the B ramp. Which is why I think a slow round should be a necessity here. Screamo has successfully taken some space. Tries to swing into K for BTN is waiting. BTN can go in. Get a kill full blind. Ridiculous find on his side. Well, with the double entry though from Viperio, it's still looking very good for them. Adron will try to deny exactly that as he tries to fight against Zodi. Will find it. Great find in there from Adron. With no one around to trade from Viperio. That kill is somewhat given. With 40 seconds left and execute. To why the side should start ensuing. Shine is waiting for the join up from Swisher. As soon the double will join forces to exec the B side. Smoke used on ramp to stop him. While Viperio looks to push their way towards cave. 20 seconds. Xiaocardo has a molly. Can drop it. Can drop it now. That's ridiculous. Such a good timing. They can't rush this down just yet. And Adron can still swing. Now he goes for it. Almost taking him down. Low HP left. Xiaocardo watching. The tap on him will come through. Dest coming out with a huge trade. And Xelo remaining. In a 1 versus 2. With the M4 left. Reloading. He has a nade. Has a molly. If he jugs it to the right hand side of cave. You can be looking for a pretty promising round still. That one will bounce to the right hand side. Will it hit Dest? It's not going to do so. Step on the bomb. Here comes the spray. The double peek will come out to try and clear the site. Xelo up close. Headshot gets taken. A nade gets thrown. He's going for the review. He's going for the defuse. Xelo is not going to get it. Dest down to 32. The nade didn't hit him fully. Gave him a way back in. Viperio comes out victorious. But that would have been one hell of a round for Xelo to win. This kill made it somewhat possible. I felt like the nade could have done enough. But only doing a few points of health left. That's still pretty much alive for the entirety of time. And now Nexus going for a weaker buy. Should lead Viperio to a third. Ultimately, they've been able to get themselves close to a tied up spot here. Nade, right when BTN goes for a swing, but Screamo is sent back in. Promising fair here still, with the man advantage from Nexus, with which they're trying to cook desperately. BTN gets hit a little. Has a flash to send in Adron for a little peek. So he won't catch him. While the youngster tries to fall away. Nexus have all the possession in the world at the moment. Dest is trying to lurk his way through. They admit he's going to move around. Xiaocardo try and get this one across and takes down Dest, which is ridiculous find to take. Adron on the site will be taken out. Still, an SMG kill at that moment is pretty great. Shine planting with 9 HP left. He's allowed to stay alive, but In the corner he goes, which could allow Raga to go for this kill. Or waiting for a few from long, just take him down. Shine couldn't get it done. Wanted one taps, couldn't do so. Zodi will still make it interesting, as there's no kit available, but a double swing to come out. One going on a defuse with Cello watching. Raga is going for it, defusing him out, and Cello will hold his ground, helping his friends stay alive, and that is Nexus taking their fourth. As with a plant, Viperio gets themselves some money to work with. Ultimately, it's just not too good. So Nexus, with their weaker buy and the SMGs, still allowed to break Viperio once again. That is a promising situation, of course. Like I said, with a nuke coming, and that being a map that I've seen Nexus do really good on in the past. Haven't seen too much from Viperio on. It's all going to be things that you got to keep in mind. Nexus taking out a team such as Forza Reload yesterday emphasizes the fact that they might have found the golden formula. Yesterday I had a little bit of a debate with a friend of mine about when BTN will in fact retire. I honestly think we're going to see his debt report sooner than we're seeing his retirement, so it's about how long we've already seen it. 9 years. Not gone unnoticed. Been playing for so long, and if you can play a style like this still, if you can grow yourself and have fun in playing the game, why would you do something else? Let's see how round 8 will go. After 2 rounds from Viperio in a row, it's 2 found on the opposite side. This is a smoke that will in fact miss. Don't know if it was Cello throwing it. I think it was. He missed his smoke. Pushing up into heaven. Zodi. There's an IGL lurker now. Tries to take him down on the top of mid. Raga is good to take down Dest, but oh, he's going to be allowed to stay alive. Don't know how that happened. Shouldn't have been. Some pushes coming elsewhere. Adron. A little bit careful though. As after the initial take. 4 versus 4. Will still be cooking. Minute left here for Viperio. Flash and a peek. Will look to come out. It tries to beat Cello. Doesn't seem to step up all too well. Rotation. That will be called. As Viperio looks to exec into the B side within the second. Should be the play. BTN. Tries to go for the swing. Swisher. Up close, looking for the fight. Gets one in the smoke, chasing him down, but won't kill Adron. Who's going to go ahead and push his way through the smoke. Cello goes in for a cave swing. When they're on the site, not watching anything. Cello can't step up, and he goes for another. Raga and Adron clinching things. As Viperio thought they could just simply walk their way a B. But the re-aggression from Nexus, the unpredictability, has been such a key factor to them winning so many. And you might be wondering, of course, that is how you're going to play Counter-Strike nowadays. But that is the one thing I was missing in the previous lineups from Nexus most of the time. It was always very standard Counter-Strike. The way you would think you're going to play. But now, sometimes you're saying, F it, we push through a smoke. F it, we're doing this. F it, we're doing that. That's exactly what is needing to happen. The fact you can get away with it shows that Nexus still has it. Also just great the fact that they don't pick Mirage every single time anymore. Not really a map for them at all. Going for Ancient far more often. Anubis far more often. even nuke in this particular moment. Walking their way out towards the A side. Cello watching with the AWP. Fight Screamo. Raga's helping him with an A4 up close. Tries to collect the spray. And he's going to find a triple to conclude the round. Nexus leading 7-2 here. As they've at least been able to win the half already. Are looking for potential 2 or 3 more. Just to put a very good half on the board. Make us go into that second map with lots of momentum on the Nexus side, or second half, I should say. Again, Nexus mostly known for their CT sites. Mostly the T sites is where they find most of their success. And here we are, saying that out loud. Here we are, seeing the complete opposite in this game. Swisher. Turning up close. Raga not able to find it. The Estonian gets a nice entry. With BTN clearing all the way in middle. Both in smoke. BTN's going to try to drop into middle to go for a donut play. Or is he going to go main? BTN is going main. Well, a few of them are coming from donut, giving Shaukardu a chance to step up. Needs to be careful though. Spots the barrel. Eventually the kill comes through from Dest. When will BTN start blowing his cover? Is this flank going to be seen? Not yet. Screamo checking the left side of main. Well, BTN is going to go for ambitious spray. Eventually finds it. All in donut still. As Adron comes from CT. Supported flash won't be as good. And Shine with that holding the ground. Viperio. Luckily, BTN can't do something with this flank. For them, was a good execute on the side itself. Was an underlying threat in BTN. That was going to be the difference maker for Nexus, but with the side itself getting taken over quite swiftly, the entry, then Shaukardu getting taken away swiftly there. Excello, of course, that can't do all too much with the AWP. Viperio denies the plays up front, which doesn't get the lurker in this case to do all too much, and that's exactly what is needed in a round like that. If you create some panic on the site, certainly the flank from BTN can have more impact now. That is obviously not the case. Entry found, 4 versus 4, but even though we're tied, doesn't mean we're just going to sit back and relax. They go for an aggressive move. They're trying to take away in towards the B side. Adron is good for the trade. Smoke will fade. He's seen him on the bottom of ramp. And with that, the 3 versus 3 is still without intel on the Viperio side. They try to lick for some. This is a good hopper. Oh, Xello! Such a nice angle. And with the entry into this going forward, a chance for an A3. We see Adron, we see Cello. Fight quite important. Flash being used. Adron will go for a swing to no avail as he falls down. Volley will be thrown to the side, making sure the cave guy can't cross yet. Making sure Raga can make his way around to potentially go for this post plant. Cello. Going close. Closing up with the fight. Spotted out. Oh no. He spotted out the barrel. But Swisher swings. What a lovely kill that one is. Raga moving through, but it's Swisher on the side. Swisher alone. Keeping his team into this one. Already a key performance in that previous round while finding an entry. And here we see once more the essential part of why Swisher is in this lineup. He makes something out of nothing. Very supportive on his team. The only thing he does there is just hold the standard angles. That's the job that no one really likes to do. Can he find himself an opener? Yes, he can. Upper rise from Screamo. And so both of them are clinching middle to take space. Nexus, although having the opportunity to go for a 9-3 half, look to go back to a 7-5. These were the situations from Viperio where they weren't so good at. They took ramp various times. But how do you go from there? Usually you're just fighting middle, but making sure that it's together. Nexus was allowed to bring the fight to him. With a good utility usage, the adaptation made. Still a minute or so left. Good nade. Jumped on. Adron was going to try and hold, but didn't want to hit the nade completely. PTN. Can't spray him down just yet. In the long smoke, waiting for it to fade. But before that does, Screamo, he's already allowed to blow him down. Knew, had a feeling. So he's been seen on the side itself. Cello gets peeked to no avail. And there we have it, the 7-5. So we're going into the flip. Final 3 rounds have gone to Viperio. Maybe some momentum on their side going into the second half. But ultimately we're going to the T side from Nexus. A side which, historically speaking, they were the best at against Forza Reload. It was a 7-5 half in the favor from Nexus, and then they won that game 13-8. And that is the current moment we're in as well. I feel like 7-5 half for Nexus on the CT side. And now we're going to T, where Nexus has looked incredible on. Particularly yesterday. But the majority of time, PTN has been calling the strats. To a good extent, of course. Very experienced in that regard. A-push coming out. Diligence taken. Great practice as they take the site. Nexus find the plant. And the retake is up. A triple donut setup, though. We'll try to break Viperio. Shine is waiting there. First up, but joined by Screamo. As both of them are nearing entrancing in. Looking for a headshot. Spraga finding it. Looking for another, but can't do it. Joe Cardo helps him to stabilize this round. And on paper, after the entry and everything, Nexus, we're going to win this one 95% of the time. And the 5% won't hit for Viperio this round either. Losing it out. Could either go for a falls or a full eco. But one thing is clear, Nexus in driving seat. And have a very good chance to take the map right here, right now, if they play their cards right. Nexus sending it into the A site. Mines will be found. Smoke gets thrown on Donut. With it being a full eco, Viperio had to stack something, had to try something. They tried B. Again, trying to send it in, using the Mac 10s to their advantage. Trying to farm some cash. That's something they've been able to find. 2 of the Mac 10s falling. Making them have AKs and 2 Galils in this one. So, don't think Nexus is too sad about what just happened. Pretty happy. And now against a full buy from Viperio, the chance to break him completely. Because now for the UK org, it's themselves with 2 FAMASs against 2 Galils and 3 AKs. And if you lose this one, you're playing an anti-eco next, and Nexus will put themselves on 11 before you can respond. So, important round this one will be, as Adron will move his way up the ramp. The flash will be used. Well, in cave, the push is starting to come out. Sodi sent back in. PTN might try and have a swing in to just making sure no one is in the corner. Screamo will be sent back in by Cello, who doubles down to take B. Flank from A is also still there, so there's no freedom. No way to save if you are Viperio. A tap Swisher now. Careful though as Adron is leading in. 19-7. This kid is. And it's a flawless round, by the way, from Nexus. Not even a singular player falling. BTN had an initial fight towards Cave. That one being taken. Left Viperio. Shocking. On the B side. And then a double entry from Cello just like that. Is immediately what seals the deal for that round. Like I said, an anti-eco from Viperio that will follow, so a good chance for Nexus to take 11 without too much to say for Viperio. It looks as if Nexus is for now making the right decision. As they look to move their way into the B side. With that, on from BTN taking space over Cave side. Oi looks to find Zodi. There's a brilliant entry for Nexus to go their way. Flashbang will also push on the bottom of ramp. Will be Screamo falling. Shine gets traded, leaving Swisher left all by himself. Like I said, anti-eco. You weren't going to expect all too much from. That's exactly what we're seeing in this round. 11-5 will soon be found. That leaves us with a shocking discovery. Nexus is actually looking to go to the top of the order here in the game, in the server, in the tournament. They get this one to a 2-0, although of course I'm kind of talking ahead of myself. If it would be. And oh boy, are we gonna look at a interesting table. BC game Nexus is a game that is happening in round 6. Definitely gonna want to watch that game. If both teams keep on playing like this. That might be the game for seed 1 in the tournament. But that is walking ahead of myself, or talking ahead of myself insanely. Flash CT, Adron. Trying to swing through. Both players checking CT. Screamo holding the ground for now, but eventually finds himself falling, providing Raga with a chance. Nade on Swisher. Leaving him to 51. With halfway tick bomb, this is where the magic could happen. Half coming in from Temple, missed some of the shots. BTN tries to hold his ground. Now left standing and needing to as a captain. Can't deliver. It's a 5-second defuse as well as a kid is on Zodi. So Viperio will win. A round that was desperately needed. So round 6 will be taken. The side of Viperio. As they are 5 rounds away now from equalizing. Pushing up on top of ramp. Dest is taking good space. As soon as there's desperate matters to be taken, Dest will be sure he's going to have a hit of it. So does Zodi. The Dane with a brilliant double. Keeping the spirits up high for Viperio. Sentry taken. Oh, good shot from Cello. Have a look in for another. It's Swisher to hold the ground from the top of ramp. As it's Raga in a 1 versus 4. This round started off with that initial double from Zodi, so we are just looking at the end of it starting to form. Where our guy is saving, making sure their team can have a bye next round. Although 7 has been conceded.
Counter-terrorists win.
Raga can drop 1 AK over, Chokardu can buy one, and although Nexus don't have an op, at least the buy is pretty significant on their end. Nexus pushing out of middle. 1-for-1 trade will come out. They knew Swisher was there as well, full blind, so Nexus have no certainties on the mid side yet. Although with that trade frag, at least mid is under their possession now. Still no guarantees like I mentioned, just like Screamo. He tries to go in for another swing. Same could be said about Donut, where Cello is turning his back to. BTN is in the meantime fallen. The op will come in to help. Nexus get absolutely blown apart here on the mid side. As Viperio are the ones looking good again. They play Ancient a lot. They've picked Ancient a lot of times. The only piece that's come in from the previous team has been Swisher. And they have picked it every single time we saw them play it previous time. Which is where I kind of feel like Viperio still have a very good chance at taking this. I'm just gonna see if they can break Nexus continuously like they're doing now. The amounts of kills ultimately Viperio have found have not been so great, so it's also something to take into account. Fast plays, fast matters. Going into cave as that's where throw a nade right on top of Zodi. He's been forced away. As Nexus will look to get their way through into middle. Dest has fallen. Giving the men advantage. Cello. That as well around to smoke. Screamo finding one. Passing through. Screamo will be want to deliver once again. BTN and Adron left standing by themselves. Trade up shots will connect from Shine. As Adron is left on his own. With 50 seconds left, there must be something cooking. Whether you like it or not. The fight, Adron will be the one looking to alleviate some of that pressure, but against 3 it's still tall orders to fulfill. Nexus begin the round great, but from that point onward it kind of falls down, and this is where Viperio is in their element. 4 in a row now on the CT side. If you can't do it on the T side, if you can't do it in the beginning of the CT, you can do it when 11 is on the board on Nexus side. You can win every single round going forward. You might still be the ones coming out victorious and win the whole thing. Maybe Viperio doesn't even feel all too stressed. towards B. Two guys watching long. And the triple B stack here. So Nexus looks to put the pressure on for the most part. Zodi. Double peek, that could come out. Raga peeking alone, but gets blown away, Zodi. As BTN finds the wall back. And with that kill, originally, man advantage getting drawn back. Adron trying desperately to make his move around the smoke. But it's Dest to have a chance at stopping this. Emo goes aggressive, tries to make a lure come out. Triple B stack here from Viperio, knowing they must be heading to the B side. Mid is fully cleared, fully held. Primo gets himself opened. Dest falls through the smoke. And Nexus breaks. Viperio's backs here on the B side. With potentially a save that has to be called. There goes Swisher. He falls down, giving Adron his second. He goes for another. Gets taken by Shine. Goes in for more. Can't find it. Nexus move their way up to 12. As they're the ones taking what looks to be a standpoint in this game. A statement provided with this kill from BTN to initially open up the round. They've gone B almost every single time. Viperio, although having 3 men waiting on the B side, smokes and such, they don't really seem to matter because Nexus is going to start spraying through it. Again, smoke on top of ramp. Dest tries to push it. But Nexus still have the awareness, still are ready for it. They've been the ones at their A game so far. And Adron with another double. 25 and counting. Going for 26 here. Can't find it on Zodi. Was actually able to double down. The op will help from long. And so, still, no guarantee in this one. Sure, Raga has taken a lot of control when it comes to the A side. Swish here is hanging about. Raga comes out with the kill. Ooh, BTN can go into this fight. Why would you do that? Wouldn't you just go A and plant a bomb? It's a questionable decision, I feel like. Zodi on T-spawn is nearing the walk up. Zodi. Will he chase Raga towards A? Not towards Donut, so just A main that will be cleared. No steps towards A or B. The Molly will give it away though. Raga is allowed to plant the bomb, so something BTN couldn't do. He will deliver. Well, then going for a swing on towards an AWPer. Trying to elevate in order to make the AWP a little bit weaker, but Shine will still not be fooled by that one. Bomb has gone down, which will provide Nexus with a buy going forward, but double digits put on the board for Viperio is still dangerous in some way.
Counter-terrorists win.
Nexus having that full buy now in order to Viperio to lose their game, but still danger, of course. I think it's 1.9 kilos bonus or something they're getting. Can't be very sure, but it doesn't look to be much, and that is a dangerous situation. A sticky situation for Nexus. They originally made the decision to go for a full buy. If you lose this one, you're going to the final round in the regulation with Tech 9 and armor and some Deagles left, right and center. Yup, that will try and hold. Eventually, Shine will shoot his first bullet. Lost hit the target. Oh, double play. And Zaraga and BTN take the aggressive peekers and Donut down. Great flash, of course, to initially set that up. And here we are seeing the advantage for Nexus while the bomb has gone down. And 3 from Viperio that are moving their way from CT. 2 from Temple now. Flashbang U, Cello. That's just waiting for a move, waiting to swing. Will be taken by Shine. Bomb over halfway ticked. Zodi on the side itself, trying to hold on. Izaraga has to bait the time, has to get this one done. Oh, he might as well. Is there a kit though? There looks to be. Screamo will still be finding this one. Although on 24, Raga would have just needed to find one bullet with the M4 on him. But with that, I was wrong about a whole lot of things. I was wrong about the lost bonus. So the buy will still be there for Nexus, but this round, I think if you're Nexus, you thought you already kind of won it. This kill from Raga, you think we got it. But Screamo was the one to complete. Screamo was the one to comply. And a double kill from Viperio to begin with. It's not enough yet. Double kill from Raga. And there might still be a chance. Boosting coming through. Xello will be dying. To the hands of Screamo himself. Screamo though not aware of the mid lurk. Raga is the sole player. Single-handedly could be winning Nexus this round. As the bomb will go down, the retake could be up for grabs. Moving through long, it's where Nexus is heading. A little boost that will come out. Shine. Up in hand, trying. Well, the bomb is halfway ticked. There is a kit on Zodi. There's a smoke on Zodi. Shine is watching it with the AWP. Zodi taking desperate matters while he goes for the defuse. The nade on the smoke will do enough, right? Yep, Zodi can't go for the defuse. Getting hunted down here to try and get him. Having to defuse, no time anymore. Nexus have still come out victorious. Again, every single game I witness for Nexus. Every single game I see something like this. Here's the game. We're finally in it. As Viperio is on the CT side, Nexus will be on T. Buying one piece of util with the US or with the nade, smoke and a molly rather. Screamo has already opened up the site of ramp, to which fight has come to him. Entry has been taken, and Nexus looks to take under heaven. A little bit of a fight there towards the box, careful of someone on top. Will now be notified, but Shine can't complete the fight just yet. 2 players here. Will allow for a harder time to go for this, maybe just going ramp. Might be the opportunity provided to him. Then Zodi goes for a Hail Mary swing. Don't think that was the smartest of moves, as Adron just takes him swiftly. Making sure no one is towards the outside, while the rest of Nexus just looks to wait their way down. 2 players that have made their way towards the B side. One waiting onto window. Well, a molly to the back of the side should catch Screamo off guard. He's crossing to the blue box. They will smoke him off. Dest will be set up for a frag, and so it's going to be very hard to win this one out. 18 seconds. Nexus don't really know where to go. They've been boxed in. It should be the ones being taken away, unless Xello can get a free plant here in the smoke still. Oh, well played from Xello. No round, of course, that was impossible, but the bomb plant still, in a situation like that, is one hell of an accomplishment. Nexus going for why we see on our screens right now. It's not going to be as good, but with the plant, it's at least a buy instead of forcefully having to eco. They're rushing ramp. Shine. Triple kill for him. Norwegian steps up to the plate. The final piece is going to have to be required. It won't be found. Screamo gets the double. So a full house on the side from Viperio. As 3 were found from Shine. 2 are taken from Screamo. Completing that card game full house. And with a 2-0 start here for Viperio and an eco to follow from Nexus. They at least get an early grip here in this game. Still, no guarantees on the side of Viperio, but at least a good start, and that is something definitely to work with. Most definitely not going to be easy, but still worthwhile. Fight from Screamo, make it 2, a 3rd will be found. Viperio picks up the eco against Nexus. .30 to start. Well, Nuke is mostly a map that Nexus has gone for in the past. Haven't really played it in the near past, I feel like. We might be seeing some differences in this one. Good shot from BTN. Will make a lot of noise, making Zodi a little paranoid, eventually finding himself falling. There he is, Des getting taken out. Outside control will be found, giving Nexus the potential to go for another round like this. Good stuff here for Nexus to open up the door wide. First round on the board. It is Nexus doing their utmost to control the pace here of this game. Played some faster rounds in the start, which didn't really work. Now a little slower when we have the full buy. You can see it instantly gets them to a round of their own. Viperio respond accordingly, 1 round away from getting taken away economy-wise. Beginning that looks oh so great still for Viperio. Nothing given. Dropping down BTN. Look for this kill towards outside. The upper looked to chime in. Shot missed from Shine. Dest towards the outside. Well, he finds BTN. The tag on ramp gets taken. Eventually leaving Swisher to fall. Now rotations might have to be called. Good try. Raga gets himself taken. And Screamo is finding Raga on the cross. It's Man advantage to work with. Ooh, up close. Test. It's going to be that man walking. Fell back, giving Xiaocardo a chance. Screamo on the A side himself. As he's stuck between a rock and a hard place, having to check various spots, giving Adron a chance to line him up. Top of heaven. Will be cleared by Zodi. The Dane is allowed to stand tall, yet they're having to go for another peek. 24 seconds. And Screamo, that will be under pressure, but is alleviating it correctly. Double kill found. Final few seconds ticking away. Xello is saving. So Nexus concedes this one. The initial entry from Des was found. Nexus found good spacing towards outside and ramp. But without taking the A players down and losing fights on heaven, Viperio did find their way back. And have now officially taken a stand back in this game. Worth to mention. Coming out with the opening fight. Running in is Nexus to the A side. Both needs to be cleared and eventually find Zodi with it. Almost looking like teammates were falling. Xiaocardo down to 1 health. Good go for the plant as Nexus have successfully taken A after some bombardment of early stages. Molly eventually thrown, won't catch anybody. Xiaocardo happy to be alive, but Viperio will be happy. They're still alive as well. Won't attempt this retake. And so, giving it over to the side of Nexus. As they're the ones getting their second round on the board.
Terrorists win.
Just checking real quickly on the RES Championship. As that's obviously now the biggest event that's currently live together with Espo. Flux was doing good though. We recently saw an interview from Art, of course, about how Furia was just about preparing for the next tournament. Flux was actually thinking about the future. The future might be sooner than we think. Currently winning against Aurora. Though it's still no securance, of course. There's no way to win that one out just yet. Dest could be seen in no time here. Xiaocardo has seen him. And has now also found its target. So they were hugging in the smoke. Which eventually led to Dest death. The initial fight has been taken for Nexus. Zodi can't walk his way out just yet. Joined by Screamo, while Viperio is looking to move their way in to the ramp site. Adron is waiting as around the corner. Soon will come by. Looking for it. As Raga is finding Screamo. Looking for a second. Oh, Zodi is going to hold him down. The bomb still has to cross. And Cello has not been able to do so. The flash the molly to try and make his way in. While BTN is holding the cross to make sure Xello can get his way to the side freely. And if you go door, you might still have an op to face. Shine is there. Will not be able to catch him, but might go for a swing. Xello is going to catch him. Before he goes for the plant, the op will hold the line, and Nexus are close to equalizing on this series, on this game. A really good standpoint taken in this game. 2, Raga. Great stuff. And eventually finds the round 6-6 as they equalize. Kill from Cello to start. Shine has fallen. Entry's taken for Nexus. As they have started to not only equalize but look to push ahead. The eco gets converted. Some rounds that eventually broke Viperio completely. In the beginning you might still think Viperio had a good shot at this, but right now you're starting to see it all fade away more and more. And that is kind of how the first few rounds felt as well, right? I don't want to be a one-sided caster. Because for me it doesn't matter who wins, but you just get that feeling that Nexus is going to be taking this game. And I do want to see a lot more from Viperio, but I would have liked to see that on Ancient, which at every single point in time you felt like it was going to be a game for Nexus. So again, it's just feeling. It's the way you think things are gonna go. You can still see some good counter-strike here for Viperio, and some rounds in a row could build up to a few. Might make it interesting. And potentially still a third map. Almost gonna go down. Cello has to go for a 1 versus 3 with the AWP. It's gonna be a hard round though for him. Managed to find an AK. Kill from Cello. Oh my. Almost. Young, I was going to say young Romanian prodigy, but young he definitely isn't, but Romanian prodigy certainly still in the name. 3 kills for him, but not enough to win the round. AWP is not going to be picked up. They will go for AKs instead. Nexus will also still have a buy to offer. BTN dropping an AK over as he's calling the strat to his team again about how they're going to approach round 10. 1 round away from getting into economy problems here, Nexus. So lots of pressure getting put on this round. Otherwise you're already losing yourself the half, and after looking like a winnable one. It is for Nexus then. A little bit of a shameful display. Out to the A side, could be a double kill, fully flashed. Adron Vraga clearing things as they're running away into the site, and they've taken it. 4 players still standing, and they've already taken A side completely. A fast exec with Twisher taken. Notability there as you've seen towards the ramp side. Up gets picked up, the round is taken by Nexus. They will be finding 6 with it as well, because look at the buy that's following for Viperio. It won't be good. Definitely look out for. There's your fight towards the A side. Pistols, of course, to play against. Something Nexus relights. So pushing A again with a Mac 10 lead in. Could be a necessary response to it. Great up shot there from Cello. Trying to go for another. BTN leads on forward, finding Swisher. And that will give Nexus the opportunity for a 6-5. After what looked like a brilliant game so far. Taking a half win, or at least a tying half on the T side of Nuke. Is one hell of a thing.
Terrorists win.
1 Another fast A exec for Nexus? Question mark? Could be. BTN could be getting pushed. Ooh, he's pushing himself. There comes the flash. There comes the acceleration. Again, just sending it away because it's worked every time anyway. Taken away is eventually Shine. Zodi falls. Haven't taken. Raga with a triple. And Des that was there all day long in the smoke getting peaked. Oh, what a ridiculous round from Raga again. We saw it on Ancient to pull it over the line at 4K. Here we're seeing a push BTN to start things off. And from that point it's Raga, Raga, Raga and Raga. 4 times the Raga. In a span of a few seconds. To give Nexus the leading way into the second half. When still CT side is what's left for them. Red is in play, Xello, Raga clinching forces, again a double from Raga. She gets help from Adron to try and double peek the guy on site. And with that kill, with that round for Nexus, things are starting to get worse and worse by the second for Viperio. A fast A exec, they try to do a cosplay of whichever the side of Viperio, or Viperio get the face, which Nexus did on the T side. They can't execute something similar. Looking to move our way into the next round with not so great of a buy for Viperio. It is a desperation attempt here. With some beagles to do some damage here and there. Hold acquired, Raga getting dinked as BTN chases him. Jumping MP9 getting close. Creating so much space towards outside. That's 4 kills already. Going for the ace. Can't do it. But Shaukardu can. He claims the final frag. Puts Nexus up 9-5 here. On the CT site. There's the Romanians with Adron. Looking to put up a good fight here. Raga looking to claim the fight. Smoke on the doorway. 3 players are in lobby, waiting for a peek from Nexus, waiting for an aggressive play. They have limited weapons, of course, with the AWP on Xello, so going for a fast play somewhere is definitely a death trap when you look at those SMGs up close, but it's also a death trap to go into outside without util. And that's where Xello is waiting. Surely mollied, surely peeked. Oh, he's gonna run away. Xello is allowed to get out there alive. An entry, and he's gone. Vanishes. Right in front of Viperio's eyes. Still. Doing anything. This does, though. Screamo with a good kill. Ooh, Raga will in fact spots out Switcher, who pushes his way out. BTN is leaping forward as he tries to take him down with a flank. Raga is down. Anticipation with 20 seconds. He goes to B side. This is good. Here's the steps. Here's them run. The FAMAS is good close range. Also, he tries to clear him. Crossfire plate from Nexus, but they break it, which gives them another chance. Viperio might get the first round on the T side here. Window will be cleared though. And the swing is all that's left for Shine to find its target. Can't find it yet, trying to get back. Faked out, going into the doorway. And now in the smoke, trying to reposition. BTN, a full mag out. Edge of the smoke. Could be peaked, could be cleared. Oh, BTN. The man, the myth, the beast, who's able to find Nexus another round on the CT side. And surely, this round looked like one for Nexus. But, let's be real. After Viperio getting that double, after the positions they had on that B side, one in window, one on the back of pillar, we all felt like it was Viperio's round. And still not able to take it is such a dangerous thing for Nexus. The fact that they can make something out of nothing. Right, this kill right there from Chocardo is insane. To hit a flick like that. And BTN is so composed. Still, after so long in this game, his experience is showing he's top of the order here for Nexus. Push through into A. Nexus will try to hold Chocardo. Was originally holding together with Raga. Eventually leading to a B site that's taken by Viperio. Raga will be chased, so Dest gives them an opportunity. Gives them a whole lot of chances, but Xello is also on another level today. He's joining BTN on 14, who was already accelerated to 15 now. Dest waiting for the drop down. Now, fully aware of where they're coming from, but the stick on the defuse will be happening. Dest loses himself that round, providing Nexus with 11. As they have not lost a singular round yet on the CT side. 4. No answer. 4 unanswered here for Nexus, as they're trying to go for 2 more to finish off the deal. Again towards outside, looking for an entry. He's gotten this various times, and those type of flicks, man. That's what Xello is known for. And him back in this sort of form, in this sort of shape, is so good for Nexus fans. It's so good for Nexus in general. Something they were desperately missing. Something Shine, by the way, also gives to Viperio, but this game there's no fight against Nexus. There's no way fighting back against them. They are a team that also, not for no reason, qualified for the RMR last time, right? They have the experience. They are a team that can win this whole event, I feel like. How many CCT events have we seen them play? I can't count them anymore. How many Swiss stages? How many games? How many maps? 1600 for BTN. Just add some more to the tally, which haven't been registered by the site ESEA or events like this. But not seen on HLTV. Probably over 3,000 matches played in the 9 years passing. With Xello, that is the one remainder to do it all. Can't do it. Shine. I don't know how much it means, but 4 kills will definitely emphasize that he is also here to potentially keep Viperio in it for a little bit longer. Will go out. It's Screamo finding the first. Great spray in general. Screamo. Amazing. With a 3k. Xello trying to be left in a 1 versus 3 situation. Can't deal with it. Viperio puts themselves towards 7. They're now 4 rounds away from potentially tying up the game here again. It's been a good round. It's been an eco to follow. And then the build-up might be able to be started. Although Nexus is going to buy. That's something we knew was going to happen. Now it's up to them to prove they're worthy with the outside smoke getting thrown. Three smokes will let Des cross. So we're switching to BTN. Just trying to watch that one out. Raga to the single door while Viperio eventually finds himself having no control of lobby anymore. Swisher is not aware of this. Not aware of this underlying threat of the REM commitment. Aldron that is jiggling, so all the info gets relayed over. Where is the information to rotate one more down? Because you can. You have the capability of it. BTN could just sell it. Don't know why they wouldn't do it. The fact that Raga just hasn't heard anything yet is keeping them concerned, keeping them occupied. And now, the blow has been found and they're running as fast as they can. Swisher will make steps. BTN trying to chase him. Xello will stop him. He thinks he has a clear A sight. But careful, because that's where BTN is, but not good enough. Good shot from Swisher. As with that double entry onto A, Viperio succeeds in this round. That being said, the 8th will be found by Viperio. Three in a row here for Viperio. So great of a buy here for Nexus. Went out ball Nexus. Or Xello goes aggressive just to fall. Not the entry that he'd hoped for. Nothing really happens coming through. Good shot from Dest. Be allowed to step up at least. BTN has taken away Dest there. Looking to go for another. Eagle out. Eagle from BTN. Can he get some more? Seems like it. Double will at least be found. Admittedly, looking good. Well, Sharkardo on the other hand is going to look to follow his way around, move his way back, push his way through. 5-7. Zelvading. I'm close still. No fight taken. 9 is found. Another one will go to Viperio. Here we are going into round 21 with Nexus not necessarily in the driving seat anymore. Viperio have, again, just like on Ancient, taken the momentum back and are looking to push their ticket. Still a good buy though for Nexus, as the cross from Dest will be made. He's already very close to the edge of the smoke, giving BTN no chance to hold that one down. Dest is going to rotate down. And no one from Nexus can yet drop, so with only Dest down, there is not really a chance for Viperio to simply just execute because of this, but it will put more pressure on the ramp player, Adron, to make sure he's holding his line, because if they push ramp at this point, that's exactly where the B player could start getting activated. That's something Cello trying to prevent. But they're moving up towards the T roof. It does look like Viperio might want to try and either go for a vent dive or just a simple A exec. It will be an A fake ramp take. Cello is waiting there with the op. The master with the big green has to do it again. Flash will be dodged. Chance to go for more. A second already. It's at least keeping around somewhat to their side. Of course, Dest is down, so Raga's rotation will instantly be caught. Might deny the bomb. Will go down on B. Chaukardu can look at a double here to get the round to his ways, but it's not going to happen. Viperio have officially achieved the opportunity to, realistically speaking, tie up the game here on Nuke. Right, it's not as if it's going to be found 100% confirmed, but looking at the buy from Nexus, that is not the best. So he's in a driving seat now to take a tight spot. From that point onwards, rounds will get really interesting. But still, lots of uncertainty in the camp of either side. Using the pistols to go aggressive, of course. It is a round that on paper looks like Viperio is going to lose it, but you never know. Those pistols are dangerous creatures, are dangerous weapons. A double kill from Chaukardu. Surely a double trade will make it somewhat interesting. Raga will manage to find an AK. He's up close now. Fight will be won by Swisher to at least make it equal once more, but a 2 versus 2 is no certainty whatsoever. Dest might be peaked here by a 5-7. As up close, originally BTN had the rifle in hand. Outside getting cleared. As Raga will look to hold on. Shine with the op, leaping forward. Raga is not going to get this one. Shine is too fast. And although a small margin of error would have changed the round completely, Viperio will take it. And now what do you do against the Nexus when they have a full buy? Raga here. Not gonna peek towards Shine. This kill from BTN could have solidified it. Could have sealed the deal. It's not gonna happen. Nexus, the task is still the same. 2 rounds in a row, and you'll be victorious. You never kind of know. Outside again. Looking to be pushed. The smoke still up. Going main. At least that's what Dest is trying. Raga. When is he going to be aware? Never. Getting taken by the young Swede. Chaukardu is alone on the A side, trying to hold his ground. Xella will join him on Heaven. BTN is pushing lowers. The main man to do something here is going to be Chaukardu. Flash gets sent in. Not clearing for him. Out to the open. Chaukardu! Check towards the right side. Too late. Giving Swisher a freebie. Player arrives. Adron will try to help, while ultimately Viperio looks to move towards ramp instead. Steps are made, so they have the intel. Rotations being called for Nexus. BTN is already on the B site. Molly will not be hitting him. Nate on the door will open it up, giving BTN a little harder time to stay alive. Cello having to peek the doorway. Not checking his back though, but Adron can still clutch this. It won't happen. Screamo is the man to get Viperio to 12. And we might as well Just get another. Not the best start though for Viperio in this one. 40, 45 HP left. And now Shine also down low. What can Nexus do when they're with their backs against the wall all of a sudden? Yesterday they lost in overtime on Anubis against Fulsa Reload, but it wasn't off the back of them losing things out. It was on the back of them winning a lot and losing in the end. Now they're the ones going into the overtime if they would. Good fight from BTN. Coming close and running away. 51 kills already for him. BTN has been a great player. Zodi was the one on the highest points of health. Good shot from BTN. Going for another. A third is found. Looking for a fourth. Won't be happening. Swisher has a chance to go A, but Raga's watching, so the bomb is dropped. The round is lost. It's going to be overtime, ladies and gentlemen.
Counter-terrorists win.
And with that, don't know. Nexus, of course, they had the opportunity for it. Big chances, but 7 unanswered to then get back to winning ways. It is one hell of an interesting game again. And Nexus, they can't get a close game. They can't get a game without either having to fully come back or playing for an overtime, playing till 13-11. It just can't happen. That's also a funny trademark to have on your team. Not going to be one I think you're going to be too proud of, but hey, you got to do what you got to do. Looking for a fast A play here from Dest as he sends it into main. Gets taken by Raga, who this time is fully aware of that possibility. A flying Zodi will be taken away. Behind the fence, still Swisher getting dinged, getting taken. Raga reads it. Double kill. It's going to make it a third. The up as well. But pretty nicely done so far. Nexus having the double man advantage still in play. Shine and Dest will try their utmost to stabilize. Great shot from Shine. Finding Chow Cardu. Dest is leaping in. He goes up close. Oof. Raga gets taken. Xello will have to try and step up. The bomb is going to rotate down. Bomb has made its way into B while Dest has now been seen. How is this being turned around for Viperio? What am I seeing? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Triple entry from Nexus, I think that was. But a 2 versus 5 getting turned around. Raga with 1. Raga with 2. This was a 5 versus 2, yeah. And Des was down to 50 health. The beginning of that fight. The beginning of that round. Still, no guarantees for nobody. This game continues to be impressful. Okay, Cello has tried this before. This time gets away with the kill. Instead of a death on his side. Getting taken from outside as Death starts rotating down. Adron will go aggressive through into the lobby side. Pushes his way forward. Will be able to find Screamo, but Shine is on it still. Giving Viperio the chance again to win a round. Go to 14-12. And potentially send us to a third and final map. As Viperio have most certainly woken up. Oh, Chalcardo. Okay, good stuff for him. Viperio not going for that play. That's this inside of vent. That won't be cleared, and so 14 awarded to Viperio. As previously, a 2 versus 5 was pulled back from Viperio. It will be the final round and a half to which Nexus is going to have to find something to at least control the base here on the CT side. Potentially a chance to take another on the T side by simply winning 2 rounds, but otherwise 3 on T side seems a little bit harder for Nexus. But I mean, the way things have gone so far, I wouldn't even be surprised to see that. Up close, Shine playing insane on the op. Same could be said about Cello, but he's been cancelled out a few times here and there. Just led to Nexus not having the entries the way they would have liked. 2 players up close. Raga making a panicky noise, giving a chance for BTN to simply just line up Dest. That is a double from Nexus to get the advantage back on their side, while triple Rem stack is going to come out. BTN will look to rotate. With up close, the MP9 from Adron. That will arrive within moments, checking ramp, but in the meantime, all 3 are already out. BTN's going to spot them. The MP9 can't do the work. BTN might. They line up for him. Can't kill them both. One more rotation been called, while the lobby is also cut off now from Chalcardo. They're going to go back into lobby, giving Chalcardo a chance to mow them both down. Chances are given, but not taken. Screamo reads it. Raga rotating up. Raga swinging. Raga finding them both. Well done from Raga. As when they need him, he's stepping up with a 3K again. Okay, Nexus. 1 round on your CT side. We've seen both teams being very T-sided on this map. Both teams have found most of their rounds on the T side 7-5. So now we're going to Nexus' T side again. To which the thing they gotta do is make sure they find 2 rounds at least in order to keep their composure. While Viperio technically could do it on the on paper easier side, although it hasn't seemed to be for these 2 teams. So supposedly it should be the CT side. In this game we're seeing something else. We're also seeing an entry from Cello being found. That Shine instantly taken away. Invested an op in this round to no avail. Big throw from Dest is going to be good to line up 2, but Chalcardo makes sure it doesn't go for any more. Nexus has a chance to move their way into B, with Adron flanking towards A. Don't want to push his way through the smoke just yet. Now finds out that Zodi has moved there. I think Cello is going to be a dead man walking for this B play, but Viperio will take it. Viperio is going to win out the round. And now they will need 1 more in order to win out the game and send us to Anubis. more to go for the side of Nexus. No getting used. We'll open up the gate. We'll open up the chance. Cello getting a 2-piece. Looking for more, yet Screamo will take him down. Cello has been found. The bomb going down. Will look for a round on Nexus side. Bomb has been planted. Shine. Gonna take down Chalcardo. He's found it on the op. He's gonna have a look in for another. Actually, the smoke will be cleared and taken. Saraga tries to make it one more. Swing comes out. And Nexus has taken it. 14 on the board for Nexus. Is there just what looks to be one round away from taking this map? Could also send us into a second overtime. Early round fights. Again, Raga getting an incredibly important kill there with the smoke push. Fast exact, push towards outside. Raga goes silent. Giving him a chance to walk all the way through. Adron. Moving through, getting ready. Oh, the AWP and the M4. And found the double kill. Lose the double play into the lobby. Take space. Rotation on ramp will be caught. Swisher falls. And this will allow for a play to come out. Dest leading going forward. There's your op seen and almost finding Cello. 8 onto Shine. Will look to be taken. And Molly won't stop him. Yes, Cello is still up. And he's going to do so damn great. We should be going to a second overtime here. We are. As Nexus is stopping Viperio in its tracks. They complete a 2-round T-site affair. And with that, we're going to a second overtime. Will go for an aggressive move onto the doorway. Just trying to make their way out. Lead play. Kill found from Screamo. Taking down Raga. We'll look for more. Double kill gets taken up close till Zodi. On top. We get the M4 to come out for a second. As Viperio will take 16. Rocking the 5 AKs. Swisher. And himself the M4. Chalcardo. Good kill on Dest. With the opening fight. It will be a 4 versus 4 on the board. Chalcardo looks to move into heaven. Still just checking it first and starts moving up. Swisher. We'll spot out Chaukardu. That's going to be a freebie found. The crossback will not be taken from BTN. The question still, where Nexus is going to start deciding this push-up on. Vent will be open. The op now heard and seen. Raga looking to push to the edge of it. And fight Screamo in its tracks. The op still known. As BTN has heaven control. Should allow for an A-sided push to come out. And now they know where the opper is. So Nexus is going to win a T round again. Here. And Nuke. And there we have it. 16 found. BTN takes the kill. Steals it from Raga. And BTN, by the way, having a 30 bomb. The IGL. The man everyone always talks about as not doing it individually speaking. What is this? What is this then? Look at it. And tell me again. .95 rated on average for the entirety of time he's played, and now he's the top carry. Could lead them to a victory. He's gonna try and make his way to main or check out the secret site. Well, an entry has been taken. Might allow for some problems to fulfill. Chaukardu. Oh, he's still standing. Chaukardu. The shot from Shine missed, giving him a chance, but the Norwegian will eventually find it. Five players still alive here, all on Viperio. So this A-sided push will once again have to be a double, maybe even a triple kill from Raga. We're gonna need some Raga magic. They're on top of HUD. Will not be good enough. Peek from Heaven is also still missed. Shine is missing some shots here left and right, but although he's missed some shots, still good for 3 kills, so in that regard, doesn't really matter all too much. And this is the first time we're seeing an economy overtime going 2 for 1 towards the CT side with Viperio in the driving seat again. They've already had 2 of their match points swept away in regulation. Nexus took one from him. So will we create even more match points for Viperio? For that, we'll have to ask the CT or the T side going forward. Still, on paper, you would say Nexus are good to take 2 rounds considering it's the CT side, but we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. Much to say, much to tell. For now, nothing yet. This beginning. Destin the opener. He's gonna get a kill towards outside. What's secret with the rotation down from Raga needed. Viperio could start to look into a potential A-exec. But yeah, of course Nexus is gonna start searching. They know it must be something like this. So BTN is gonna go all the way into the doorway. Trying to shut down at least one. If he gets this kill on Zodi, he could potentially fall back and get away with murder. That's a kill from BTN. Now, get out there alive or find a second. Second found. Equalized. Raga, the remainder of this round still standing. Still not the man advantage, of course, on the side from Nexus. So you can be looking. And Raga trying to search for some. 35 seconds. Steps made in lobby. Both going to the doorway, leaving Raga to go for this lurk around. Can eventually do this. Raga spots out Screamo crossing, clears the close angle. Good lineup too. Oh, Raga playing that so well again. And with Xello from Heaven, it's a round for Nexus. A 2-on-3 gets turned around. as Nexus is once again all tied up in this game. So the game is tied again for Nexus. Some good work has in fact been done. Finding 2-piece. The double kill to begin with is found by Viperio. Still no securance yet. Double entry. Doesn't really matter, but with Adron and Chaucardu still remaining, haven't been the two players with most of their success so far in this game. Definitely two players can't make most of the impact when it comes to nuke. They have a harder time. Xello been required to do something here towards ramp with the off and find one. Let's need the kill. Did come through there on the secret side we saw on Adron. Makes it coming down to still an advantageous spot for Viperio, but not as much as we saw. I think eventually a Hail Mary no-scope will come out. Or this kill on Screamo and a clearance on Vent. Chaucardu spots out Screamo. The drop down from Cello as he tried to panic. Desk the swing. Desk didn't swing though. And with that 18 found for Viperio, they're getting closer and closer to the equalizer. Nexus can't win it yet in a 2-0 fashion. A third overtime would be needed for it, but can Viperio push their ticket into that third map? A little bit of a boost with the off. Workout. Viperio is going to start going for that B play, it looks like. Vent will be tried, or Vent ramp will be tried. Dest being the one lurking. There comes Cello out to the fight, using the molly. Still stuck between a rock and a hard place. Can he find his way out with the AWP? A team kill coming out. And with that kill from Chaucardu, it's an entry again from Nexus. The team kill is everything in this round at the moment. It could be Nexus going for another. But Adron is low. No Cello left anymore. So some key pieces that have been lost. BTN calling from the site. As Chaucardu was checking it for just a brief moment to start falling away. Goes to lockers. Oh, he's going to go heaven. Oh, he made sound. Chaucardu. Now jumping up. They know he's on top. Chaucardu, what are you doing? Oh boy. Jumping up a few times and there's so much pressure. Adron has to deliver now. And because of the misplay from Chaucardu, this could be everything. But Raga, in dire moments, he can clutch, but can't do it this time. What did I just see? I don't know. And here we are, seeing if they can do that on the CT side of Anubis. Smoke thrown towards Temple. Zodi with the opener on BTN. Triple players stack towards the main site while they're trying to rush their way out. Viperio has taken space now, having to recover that. Cello gets taken away. The A side might have been taken over. Viperio is still waiting on long for their turn. Raga and Chaucardu trying to hold on. Great tap from Dest will be found. Chaucardu looks to step up to the plate. Tries to get the headshot out. A second one will be found. Yet he goes for the third to no avail. Viperio is going to get themselves the round. And will look to take control over this game.
Counter-terrorists win.
Buy will come out from Nexus, considering they got themselves the bomb plant, but they can't win this one out. Viperio will lead 3-0 on the CT side. And it's not going to be a good sign for Nexus at all. Viperio takes B possession, realizes it is clear. He's going to put pressure on Screamo. Knowing that he's on his own, he's going to have to step up to players just ready and waiting to get their way into the site. Great work for Viperio. Nate's getting thrown in Shalbardi. And with some damage on the nades and some damage on the players being done. A little over a minute left with Tomas having a chance to take him down, looking for a double kill. It's Raga to get the trade for Viperio. Because he killed his own teammate. Backside from Zodi. It's not looking the right way. No help as well from Heaven. And so, problems on the horizon as BTN starts mowing them down left, right and center. Causing Viperio to have to save. And you think it might be a one-sided game from the start, considering Viperio wins instantly on the CT side. Can make it 3-0, blah blah blah. We're already tied again. Nexus wins it out, gives Viperio the opportunity to go for a buy again. But it's not going to be a good one. They'll have that anti-eco to try and continue the force wars the way Nexus started it. So, a bit of pressure put on their side in order to win this round. Because if you don't, again, probably adding a second on top, it would be a 3-1 lead for Nexus and so on. The same thing as I just mentioned with Viperio. Little advantage that they have is that they found themselves the pistol. So instead of it originally being a 3-0 for Nexus, it would be a 3-1 only. But yeah, it's again going to be a game that will just go to the later stages. It'll have to be an end-game fight. It isn't a early possession taken of one team by the looks of things now. Could still be, of course, but only time will tell. Unless Viperio can make Nexus fall to their knees here. That won't seem to happen. Trade from Cello gets taken. From his utility to take some space. Burning to a crisp is Zodi. Down to 7 points of health here. Looks to leap on forward. Should be a deadman walk-in. Not gonna happen. Great 5-7 kill there found with the 5-7. And leaping towards B. Nexus can get this round to their side still. Dest up close. 5-7. One tap, one kill on close range. Does it with a couple of body shots. Then picks up a Galil. Maybe a little bit too greedy in that regard. But had to find something. He couldn't get. The bomb will go down for Nexus and still no guarantees for this round. Although they are in a good position to take this one, potentially. Lurk from main. Screamo looks to Lear. Making his way in. Shaukardu around the corner. Shadow spotted. Kill found from Screamo. Don't CT Raga. 6 HP, man. As Nexus deals with Viperio in this round. And it's so close, we know it is. Still, around that Nexus would take all day long. A sole survivor with Viperio sent to play for an eco. Shine have some extra cash under his belt so he can buy an op next round. So the eco will most certainly be played. Nearby side of Viperio. Nope, never mind. For Shine. Not gonna say for an op. He would have had money for it either. Or would have gone for a glass cannon or an op with armor but no utility. Woo! Good tap from Chocardo towards B. Sends Swisher away. Triple peek middle potentially here for Viperio's looking to be lined up. That's the only way you're gonna get these pistols to use, but won't make anything come to fruition as it's Xello doing his best to stay alive, keep him occupied, making sure he's not overextending. Helping BTN to clear space and another one towards A, figuring out if that's clear. Both players seen in middle, so with 50 seconds left, Nexus is just going to take A. We'll keep them occupied on the mid side, although Zodi will definitely create some chaos with that one kill. Dest has an impossible task ahead with that needle to create. Facilitating, they will definitely not do. It's Chocardo to be back on the server. Previous map, it was not his, but 5 kills now. Looking to have a new wind blowing in his sails of his ship. And so does Nexus as of a whole, as they're 3-1 up now. Like I said, the only thing Viperio has as a beneficial thing is that they found the pistol, but from now on, those rounds, and there's no excuses, right? Previously, 2 rounds were an Armored Eagle one and an eco. If you lose this one now, like I said, no excuses, just the one you're gonna want to win if you were to keep yourself in this game. Adron yesterday was able to help force a reload players push in, but now with a flash and a good supportive play, the double play towards B will be used to take control. The nade is not gonna deal with Xello, but with a double peek initially taking 2 down and leaving Xello down low, I would say Viperio is pretty happy about that trade. Moving in, gets Screamo to fall. Braga has been able to tie up the numbers in this round. Well, ultimately Xello, he's going to move in as soon as his team has made some moves. But we're still outside of B, so Nexus is not going A anyway. Steps are heard now, which is why Xello is going to start running in. And a knife out, it's Shine to take him away. Nexus weren't going to win that one. He didn't even set up for B while the bomb was there. Xello being stuck there in the corner put him into a very awkward position. And Nexus falling away, which they couldn't do. And here we are, getting Viperio to a second round. Nexus will set up for a water to B play. 2 players on the Viperio side making their way in to the connector. That's getting taken away. Entry found. Braga will find himself the first. And with a double from Nexus to open up B. They've done so successfully. Viperio could be better off saving, I think, at this point. Although not running away could be a solution. Need them to have a tied up game. Ambitious, as I call it, but not impossible. Definitely not with the entry from Zodi that he's found. There's goes Xello. BTN is waiting on the back of the side on Ninja. They can isolate him and go for the player on Pizza. This could be a whole different story. Up close on the platform, having to kill him. Chocardo is left standing. 12 HP as he tries to chase him down. Shine can find it. The Norwegian gets himself taken away. The bomb won't take down Shine, but the round is still going to Nexus. And that is the number one task there for Nexus in order to keep their tie, keep their covers up. And a 4-2 will be found for Nexus. If they can find themselves their fifth, which looking likely to happen, they're still on a 3-round advantage. Something Viperio could have been if only they won that second round of the game against a bunch of armor pistols. But that is only an if, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Now Zodi has been hurt and also taken away. The molly allows him to stand on a fine island. But once a Mech 10 starts running at you and you don't have any armor, it's a impossible task to get. Shamkardu is on 9 kills at the moment, waiting for the cross from Swisher. But ultimately Adron will come in to help. His teammate cross, it's a 5th for Nexus. How many in a row is this? It is 2 in a row. Let's see what Viperio is going to bring to the table once they have those full buys again. Cello. A 4 versus 4 has been provided. Adron will move his way close. Screamo finds a beautiful fight. Catches Viperio in the act. With the bomb looking to be deported towards the B site. No one from Viperio is holding B anymore. Will start to make their way over, hearing nothing. Shot from Shokardu. Just to go for another. Flash will come out, Excello. Double peek, Shokardu going for a water swing. Everything starts working for Nexus again. Their T side of Anubis has been absolutely ridiculous yesterday. And today, they're going off on the same note once more. For a case on the side of Nexus with a Mech 10 on BTN. The buy from Viperio is not that great. Screamo. Will look to move his way in. So up close. He's going to be close to the fight. Manages to find BTN off guard, which is going to be the Mech 10 falling. An advantage for Viperio will still look to come out, while Screamo will eventually find himself falling. That is an advantageous spot for Viperio coming out. So maybe with the pistols, they can break Nexus, get something going. Stella will look to lurk in. Sharkardo might be peaked. Reaving to reload. That's the way he's pushing. Oh, beautiful timing from Dest. And Viperio gets away with murder. How is this round going their way? No full buy rounds. Those are always too hard, but once you're on the pistols, you can find it. It is a round that's really important though, because Nexus is still pretty starstruck. If they lose another one, Nexus might be faced with an eco. That is how fast these things can go. Viperio could still equalize in no time. Viperio finds himself a man advantage. It's Screamo. It's been taken away. Swisher finds Sharkardo. As they find a double man advantage. Minute left with Nexus looking to leap in towards A. Two players there with Shine on middle, trying to watch out for BTN's flank. The only thing he's going to do is he's going to start flanking as soon as, I was going to say players on A main make a play, then BTN starts swinging. No lurk really in play. Screamo is on the side now waiting all alone because no one can help him yet. Smokes on camera will isolate him completely, and that might allow for round for Nexus to happen. BTN and Cello are the two men remaining. Bomb has officially gone down, causing BTN to be very advanced and ready. Double peek! Oh, BTN! I don't know how that happened. But two from Beach and BTN is ready. Cello is going to be naded away most likely. Nope, a single point of health. Oh, we've already seen it happen once. Raga down to 6 points of health, which almost cost Viperio to win. And now Xello, they're left on one. Swisher had to fight him, which gave BTN the chance to swing. It's all falling into place nicely for Nexus. But to no avail. As Viperio can't get things going. So 7-3 is found in the favor of Nexus. Entry is already taken on BTM. We didn't see the up kill necessarily, but guessing by Shine's position now. Oh, no, never mind. It was on top of mid. Rotation from Shine already all the way towards connector. Raga baiting him down. Shine isn't baitable. Won't be better the way either. He gets taken quickly off. He's looking in for another, but gets taken as Adron finds him. Opening up the side completely while he's trying to go for more. Sharkardo will eventually find himself falling. 7-4 in the favor of Nexus. As Viperio still able to chase him down completely. best buy from Nexus as they're winning their way in. Twister with a double. Gets himself taken away. There's a 3-on-3. Will be found looking for the bomb plant. There's an 8-4, might very well be found. Here comes some utility being thrown in. Zodi taken away. Chokardu looking in for another. With Raga getting it done. Another kill found. Cello holding the line. Looking for Shine on the cross. And an 8-4 will be found. Getting Nexus. Onto an 8-4 going into the flip. Not the best of buy, of course, for Nexus, but if you execute it well, if you push your way into B, Viperio is left shockingly unaware. I mean, I'm hinting back towards that game a whole lot, but Nexus against Forza Reload found only 2 rounds on their CT site. If that is the same Nexus we're seeing today, Viperio can still come back from this. And we've seen on Nuke the struggle from time to time of the CT site. Fast play coming out. 2 kills, 3 kills, 4 kills. Nexus have won it flawlessly. Still, no securance. Previously on Nuke, 4 rounds in a row were found by Nexus, and still they came back to a 12-12. It was 11-5 at that point, so I'm never gonna make a prediction about that ever again, but they are looking good, Wreck Nexus, right now. For the rest, we'll just keep our mouth shut. Full eco plate, so Dubredes is acceptable for Xello. As with the mid play, he could find himself an ace here. Xello, let's get it, man. Howdy! Flash send in! Not the spray he wanted to get. Entry is all he finds. BTN gets blown away by Zodi, which will allow the M4 to come out. Dubredes will be bought. It was desperately looking for a weapon. All players are so low now from Viperio, and Nate can literally take them all down. One singular Nate, but we'll just do it with a bunch of bullets or with a molly. Ooh, that's the swing now. Well, Edron is going to boost up with a walk of death. There goes the M4 transported over. Nexus stays alive with 3 M4s. We'll have an AK bind to phase. Smoke on mid. Preventing a push. Guest is running, taking space. Close call. Chuck in a molly. That's Viperio has a lot of emphasis put on this round to win. Big requirement, almost, to win this round. Middle, Shine gets taken by Xello, so 1-for-1 trade is found. Not too sure who is in the lead now. Usually we would say that's the T side, of course, but I think for Nexus you're quite happy about having a 4 versus 4 in this situation. There goes Screamo. Water has been cleared, but where do you go now? You're Viperio. You haven't won yourself the fights just yet. This is Zodi finding it. might allow him to go towards A with BTN, the sole defender. Zodi is not clearing heaven yet. 15 seconds to do so. Now swings and BTN can't hold his ground. 10 seconds though. Will there be enough time to go for the defuse? Xiaocardu will try and step up to the plate. If he gets this kill, might be able to deny the plant. That's not to be. Headshot needed, but can't find it on the kill. On the site, it's Dest holding. As the Swede saves Viperio from a dangerous encounter. Not 11-4, but 10-5. The buy from Nexus, that will not be all too good. The kill they hope for, Screamo. Great double to begin with. Bulgarian is out. So is Zodi from middle. Nexus get easily taken away in this one. Still, haven't found a way to win this game out just yet. Raga could be knifed as well. Ooh, Swisher. Trying to go for the knife initially. Just goes for the kill after. And Viperio on to 6. As they're 4 rounds away from equalizing up the game.
Terrorists win.
Looking at a fine possibility for it. 2 players saved the M4s. Getting Nexus a buy. The rest will be on eco. Buy from Nexus is not too good. That's what we knew was going to happen. Falls by previous. He's running out. Viperio. Zodi flanking mid again while he's going to drop into water. Seconds. And our guy is left alone on B. USP to protect it. No steps to the mid site anymore. Zodi was still hanging on for just a bit. USP will look to clear him. And Zodi drops in water. Q towards B has been sounded. And Raga is a sitting duck. So Nexus looking to save these 2 M4s again. Same as they did in the previous round. Well, we have Acello still trying to take some players down on the exit. He's going to throw a Hail Mary play at it. I think he tried to go for a ninja. Definitely not something. gonna go for. Down into water. Oh, Des gets taken away. That leaves the acceleration to Main to come out. Knowing two were initially in con. They're getting taken away by Nexus. An aggressive play that Des wasn't ready for. And finally, it's Nexus that take a stand in this game again. It took them a few rounds here and there. But eventually allowed to take it. With 11 found, Nexus is going to have a really good chance to get the game to be a victory for them. They win this one. Viperio is faced with still a buy, but also some Galils and everything. He's going to have limited util, so unless they get a plant, of course, then different story. But there's still some things to be said. Raga. Waiting in temple. What a crossfire yesterday with BTN. Adron, sole survivor on A. Managed to find this kill. An acceleration from Raga this time executed quite well. Secures mid again for Nexus. With that comes the responsibility of carrying this advantageous spot forward. Yet from the main side as he will try. Clean 8. Thrown out. Cello. For a con swing. Gets taken himself afterwards. They knew where he was in the middle of the site. Ping then eventually taken. Jump spot will not be taken. Shine finds himself falling. That leaves Fisher with big shoes to fill here. Towards the B main. The op has disappeared. He wants to pick up the op. Now he has found it, actually. And he's going to try to run for his life to save that big green. Nexus will go to map and series point here.
Counter-terrorists win.
As they're the ones getting closer to finish it off. And like I mentioned, with the op saved, the buy is a whole lot less fragile, I would say. But still 2 Galils, still Shine on limited util, Swisher on limited util. There's consolidations made on the other side. Well, the boost is going to come up. It could provide them with an entry. It will provide them with an entry. BTN going to be taken away. So Gardu goes aggressive B. Wants to equalize and he will deliver. It's a very nice kill from the youngster. 19 and 10 in this game. Whenever it is a nuke, that is where he's good at. Great flashes to make a play. Main will be cleared. 2 players out. Up close, Dest falling. Adron saves the day with a double. And Xello has just Shine to find an op duel. When Shine is not really looking at him. Should provide Xello with a fight. Should provide him with the kill. Nexus has done it. They make sure the reverse sweep gets denied again.